Hello, everybody. This is Jeanette Collins, and this is Stamping to Connect. And I'm hoping to connect with you. Yes, I make cards, and I make cards to connect with family and friends. And as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, now I'm going to be making tutorials to help others learn to make cards that, you know, a handmade card just adds a special touch. With all that we do online these days, it's nice to get something in the mail. So today I am going to be using a product that I used last week. Let me say one more thing. If you are live and you see me, I would like for you to say hello because I am learning how to use Facebook Live. I am trying to see comments. So, and sorry, I'm distracted from something I just saw. I'm trying to see comments and I'm not sure where to look. So if you would please say hello in the comments if you're finding me. I would appreciate that. Okay, I now hear myself, so I've got to mute. I'm looking straight down at my computer, so I am trying to find the mute button. There's always something. It's very interesting going live. Let's see here. Okay, that's not what I needed. I definitely don't want to disconnect. Well, one of the little things I forgot to do. Oh, here it is. I can mute it right here. There we go. All right. Anyhow, this is Stampin' to Connect, and today we're going to be using the Wildcats bundle from this brand new Stampin' Up annual catalog that came out May 4th. And last Friday, I was live, and I made this cute little card with the tiger. We actually stamped the tiger and was able to stamp his stripes. I showed you little die cuts that we added. These add the 3D effect. So, and then I stamped on the inside a small greeting. This one, I think, here at the bottom says, "Have a wild birthday." So somebody might receive this in the near future. And also, you know, it would be kind of fun to send you one. So if you like the cards I'm making, put your name in the comments or just say hello and I will reply. And then, you know, maybe I can send you a card. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? All right. So I want to turn the camera down so that you can see my desktop. And I'm going to make another card using this Wildcats bundle. All right, I got to put my glasses on and I have to turn you down and hopefully I have everything right side up. Last time I didn't. All the words were backwards. So here I go. I'm going to turn you down. Hopefully this won't be painful. Oops, it's wrong. There it goes. And okay, I want to wait till I see it come up. There's a little bit of a delay from my iPhone to the computer. So let me make sure that I have you in frame and that I'm not too far out. Okay, that actually looks pretty good. All right, this is the annual catalog that came out May, and it goes for an entire, of course, annual is a whole year. Wildcats is found on page 44 and 45, and I made last week I bought the bundle because you save 10% when you buy the bundle, and the bundle is $38.50. But anyhow, last week, what I showed you was my process of how I go about starting with a stamp set, and then I showed you what was going to be my inspiration. So let me make sure I can see everything. My inspiration for the card I made last week was this one right here. The tiger is similar. This was a leopard because he has spots. But they used a band here, and I used that same color band. They used a larger white leafy pattern that's in the paper pack that comes with the set, and I just used a part of that leafy paper. And then I added, here they have the little die cuts, and I added my die cuts here, and I added this extra one. So I tucked those in, added this extra one. So I think he turned out really cute, and like I said, this was my inspiration. So it's not copied exactly, but it's still a lot of fun. Now what I used here for the paper, these little dotted paper and this dark green one, was what they call the in color paper set. And I want to show that to you. Okay, this is the new in paper. It's called the in paper. It's the new in color paper, and this is called a 6x6 DSP Assortment, and you can find this assortment on page 134. You get 40 sheets, 4 of each color, for $11.50. So I thought this was perfect to go with the paper that goes with the entire suite. This was the paper that I used for the entire, that I received in a paper share. So that's what I used for my card last week. Now this week I decided I wanted to do something with just the in colors. So I'm going to move this aside. All right. Oh, and of course we have the stamp set Wildcats, and I have 3 of my in color ink pads. This one's polished pink, this is pale papaya, and this is fresh freesia. And in my upline group, there's a challenge for us to use in colors on a card. And I got to thinking about it, and actually last week when I was talking about the different color lions and tigers, you know, we see a lot of the browns and the golds and I mean, you can make a white tiger with black stripes, and just, you can make him whatever you want. But I was like, hey, you know, have fun with it, and you can make a pink tiger with purple stripes if you want. Well, that gave me the idea. I'm like, well, then I should use the in colors and see what color tiger I can make. So that's what I'm going to do today. I already have my stamps ready. So I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to get all this ready. Oh, I'm a little nervous. Not quite sure why, but I am. All right, so in colors, those different color papers. Oh, back up. Back up. Like I said last week, I used one of the pictures in the catalog to help me with my inspiration to make the card. And that's really okay to do. A lot of us do something called case, which means C, copy, A, and C, copy and share everything. That's what it is. S, share, everything. So you can copy, exactly what's here if you choose to. But I like to use them as inspiration. So this week, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start use this design as my inspiration. Now, notice here it's got those like bar stripes here. Well, I'm going to use probably the end colors for my stripes. But first, let's figure out what color tiger we want to make. And that's where we're going to start. And we're going to play with color. So, here we go. All right. I'm going to get a new piece of cardstock and put it right here on my little stamp pad. And I have my tiger. He's a photopolymer stamp. He's a clear stamp. And that's why I use my little stamp pad here, because it helps cushion the stamp. And I say, hey, let's start with the obvious color that I like. Let's start with the polished pink and see what goes, huh? All right, I'm gonna put the polished pink down. And I'm going to just kind of ink. Let's see if I can ink him up. All right. Okay, and I'm going to get this in my sleeve. Okay, here we go. I'm going to stamp him right here and just hold down a few seconds and let that ink absorb into the paper. Hold the paper with your other hand and lift. Boy, that's a nice dark pink, isn't it? All right. He might be a little dark, or we can call it a she. It doesn't matter. But I think I'm going to do the technique where you stamp off. So what I do with that is I get a scrap piece of paper, and I'm going to get my ink, put the ink on the stamp. I'm going to stamp quickly this time, and then stamp again. And hold it down and lift. Ah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, so we have a pink. Let's do another color. All right. We'll decide on the stripes in a bit. Actually, I think I'm going to put the purple stripes. Okay, let me wipe off my ink pad. When I get nervous, I start stuttering. All right. Okay, dry that off just a bit. Now I'm going to use pale papaya and see what that would look like. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful color. So let's stamp him up. Let's hold and get a little bit more on there. All right. This is first generation. We're going to stamp him on first time. See what he looks like. Hold it down and lift. There. Oh, that's very pretty. Now that's different than the one I did last week. The last week he turned out more gold because I used a color called Bumblebee. That's the color. All right, now this time I'm going to stamp him off light like that. So, got to have my scrap paper. Okay, I'm going to use that. Oops. Okay, I'm going to stamp quickly here and then stamp onto my paper. Quickly and, oh, there. Last week, one of my friends, I believe, he really turned out light. Oh, that's almost too light for me. Last week, a girlfriend, she commented something about my tiger here looked like he was going into the jungle, and then she put the mighty jungle, like the song. And of course, I couldn't get it out of my head. the rest of the evening. Okay, so far, I like the first stamped ones, but I do like the light one here too. All right, now let's see. Well, we can try the purple one and do a different color stripe. This is what's fun about stamping, is first, it's just playing. And, you know, some of us like to color. And to me, this is, I don't know if you'd really call it an art. I'd call it fun. Because the art, of course, is designing the card. But this is a craft, and it's a fun craft. Okay, this is the brand new Fresh Freesia. This is the new in color for the next 2 years. Fresh Freesia is like a lavender color. Gosh, and I've been seeing, now that this color came out May 4th, I've been seeing so many lavender looking blouses and stuff on TV. Okay, there he is. Now let's do a stamp off. All right. I'm gonna get my paper ready again. This is the scrap paper, and this is the Fresh Freesia. Get him inked up. You just tap lightly, and I'm going to stamp quickly, and then here. Okay. Hopefully this one comes out better than the Pale Papaya one did. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, now that we have our 3 different color tigers, let's put some stripes on them. Well, since I have the Fresh Freesia out, I think we should put some purple stripes on my pink tiger. So, now, the stamp set, last week what I showed you is I stamp everything out in black so I can see the images, and it just gives me a chance to play with them and go, oh, okay, that looks neat, that looks neat. But it comes with the 2 cats. This one is sitting up tall, and this one's walking. This is their stripes if you want to make them a tiger, and these are the dots if you want to make them leopards. And then leopard face, tiger face, because the tiger has the stripes. And then it comes with some greenery and with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentiments. So that's what the stamp set looks like. Okay, so I have the stripes ready here. I'm going to ink it up. So glad y'all are here, or that you're watching the replay. Please make a comment so I can look to see if I can see them on my laptop. Now, lining this up is different. Okay, I'm going to put a little more ink on there. I have to turn my paper, and the top of it is kind of flat here, so I look for his hump. And then I also, oh, you know what? Those 3 little stripes coming down fit right in that belly. So I just have to angle it correctly and press down, hold, and lift. Oh, that is so cool. I think that tiger looks pretty neat with that color stripes. And let's see, this one. Okay, let me clean off my stamp. Oh, let's do his face while I have the pink out. Or not the pink. This is the purple, the Fresh Freesia. It just looks like a dark pink because of it's going on the polished pink. Okay, his little face. I have to line up his ear. Okay, here we go again. Okay, I'm going to pull it toward me a little bit so I can kind of get over it so I don't miss too badly. Have to line up the little ear and go. And lift. Oops. Well, I missed. Doggone it. Let me try it on here. That's the thing with stamping. You do want to get completely over the clear block so you can see. And I missed because I didn't. So let me try it again. Yeah, this might be better. Now I can see the ears and down and up. That looks better. Still not perfect, but you know what? If it were supposed to be perfect, it would be Hallmark. And that's not what this is. This is craft art. Okay, let me put some stripes on this guy. Yeah. Here we go. I think I missed again. But it's still pretty cool. Yeah, I like this guy better, even though his stripes are coming a little high. That's all right. All right, now I wonder what color stripes I should put. You know what? Since I did the purple on him, let's do the pink. Okay, I'm going to close up this one. And now let's find the polished pink. Isn't this fun? I just think this is so much fun. I know. But you know, retired and so the simple things bring me lots of joy. Okay, I've got some pink stripes. Let me see if I can get it on his body without going over. There. I'm holding it down a second just to let the ink sip in there. Ooh, look at that. Oh, he looks great. Now, boy, if you saw this colored tiger with those colored stripes, you definitely want to get a good camera and take a picture of him. I know you're never going to see that in real life, but it's still fun. Okay, got to clean off my block because I got ink on the outsides of my block. All right, I'm going to pull this close to me again so I can look down at his ear because that's what I line up and get his face. Okay, and I'm going to go right here and hold it for a couple seconds and lift. Oh, he turned out really good. Look at that face. That's awesome. Okay, so far with my stamping, this guy's the best. Let's do the purple. Now, we do this, let's see, we could do, I think we should do the pink on him too. So let's get the stripes going first. After this, we're going to move on to assembling the card because I don't want to keep you here an hour like I did last week. You know, an hour playing with stamps and paper, oh, it goes by so fast for me. So if you're wondering, well, what does she do all day? Well, I play with my stuff. Okay, and stamp down. Hold it for a few seconds. Hold the paper down and lift. Oh, he looks good too. Now the face. My little face here. Put him in the pink. Get the pink. Tap it. I haven't seen anybody comment that I know of, but I'm not sure if I'm seeing comments, so I'm just going to let it ride. Okay, here we go. Got to line up his little face and his ear and down. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect. You do the best you can. Oop, I missed on his face a little bit. You can see his nose should have been up a little higher. But he still looks good. Still fun. But this guy is my best. My best as far as stamping. And I could stamp them, but, you know, we're going to move on to making the card because I want to show you those in colors and how I made it look similar. So let me put the ink blocks away. And I'm going to put this away. Now, what I would do, my next step, is I would bring out the dies. And the dies are these little metal pieces, and I have the one that cuts out the tigers, and I would put it on over the tiger and run it through my die cut machine, and then it would come out like a little paper doll. So that's what we do. And it's just so fun. All right, but let me move this aside and talk about the card. All right, so what I did from those beautiful papers from the 2021-2023 6x6 designer paper is I cut these little strips because, and it's all the colors, okay? The dark green, okay, let's see if I can say them all, because Stampin' Up does alliteration with all their ink colors and the paper. So this is Evening Evergreen, Pale Papaya, Fresh Freesia, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. Yay! All right, so those little stripes, get my catalog again to show you the inspiration piece. Those little stripes will be, or strips rather, strips will be those 5 behind this piece of paper that runs across this card. And then if you'll notice, the card also has a circle element. It has the tiger on top. So it's really not too many pieces. You have the 5 strips, the piece of paper that helps ground the tiger, and then you have the circle element that they put the sentiment on. Now, when I was looking at the color scheme, and of course going with these bright color tigers, it's like, okay, I need to decide if I'm going, what color background of the card base I'm going to use. And I did this, I looked at this, and I thought, well, and of course they're going to go long like this. I just really didn't like the vanilla with it. And so, of course, we could always use white, and we know that. I have this color, and I'm not sure if this is a Stampin' Up product or not. I've been making cards for a few years now, so I had some extra cardstock, but, you know, this looks pretty nice to put that on. Oh, and let me get the other little piece of paper that we're going to use. Okay, so this is the 5, and then we would put the paper. I wanted to use this paper across, and then put the tiger here and with the circle element there. And that looks pretty good, but the blue doesn't really go with anything, so I'm like, okay, let's scratch that. And the last color I actually came up with was this. This is a Stampin' Up paper, and it is called, I believe this one's Pool Party. And Pool Party, when I put this all back on here, and this is my card base. When I put the colors on there, I'm going to show you how it works. Okay, here's my colors. And then here's my piece of paper that I'm going to put across. Now, Pool Party really helps kind of blend with this light color that's in there. It looks like, of course, in the paper, you know, it matches some of the colors. And in this paper, they do use Soft Succulent, which is there. And this dark green leaf is the Evening Evergreen. But, you know, we're going to be able to pull, see this color right here? It's got that, it's got that pink color too in it to me, kind of a purplish pink, so it helps pull some of that, which I think is great, and the pale papaya helps pull the yellow, so we're okay. I think that looks real pretty with that, since that lighter color is there. Now, I did not go and die cut the ones that I don't want to take the time to do that. So, what I decided to do, this is the one I did pretty good earlier today, was a purple tiger with pink stripes. And I think he looks fabulous, again, because the purple pulls that color from that one leaf pretty nicely, I think. And then we're going to need a circle die, a circle, and I used my 2-inch punch, and I punched this little thing right there. That white is just white piece of paper because the white is in the background. So, and then all we have to do is put the sentiment in. So I think that's looking pretty good. So I think we should get to putting it together. All right. Oh, I forgot to tell you the dimensions. Oh well, I'm still new at this. All right, this is just a piece of cardstock. I know it's 8.5 wide, scored at 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Okay, I'm going to use liquid glue. It is my preferred choice to, when I put something down on the cardstock, is to use a nice tacky glue, and this is the glue that Stampin' Up sells. Let me get it started. I should have had it upside down. Now it doesn't take much, just a little stream of it. I'm going to put it here. Now, oh, the other thing I could have done is I could have made these a little shorter. Okay, is that pretty straight? I think so, because what I'm doing is just kind of eyeballing it there. Okay, do I want the pale papaya next? I think so. And notice that the papers, they have little different designs on each side, so it really doesn't matter which side you choose. It's the color that matters. I use these little pieces of paper for the die cuts when I made the other card. Oh, and if you tell they're not quite the same. So what I'm doing here is a little trick. If it's not exactly the same, I'm just pulling it down lower so it looks like I did this on purpose. Okay, and see that glue gave me a little time to move it. All right, and here I go again with this piece. You guys, I had such trouble yesterday with my camera and trying to get it to turn everything correctly. Okay, I'm going to make this one taller so it's going to look a little different than, I'm going to go a little closer to the top here. Now you won't be able to tell if I was getting it exactly straight across. See? A little trick. And here we go. As soon as I'm done with this card, I'm going to take a picture of it and post it on my Uplines Facebook page, because it's part of the challenge was to use the brand new in colors. Was her challenge, so this is going to work. And let's see, look, can you see how look, these are the same design, but the pattern's going the different way. I'm going to use the other side though. If you're watching this as a replay, would you please let me know if you enjoyed this video. give me some encouragement to keep going. Okay, that looks nice. Now let's put a piece of paper down. What is that? A little gnat. No, I don't want gnats. Okay, this piece of paper, I'm going to put some glue on it. Oh, I could tell you the measurement. I've got a little ruler right here. It is 3 by 4. That's an easy measurement. Okay, turn it around to get the leaves right place. So this little card is 3 by 4. Just cut simply out of the designer paper that comes off from page 44. If you'll look at page 44 and 45. Okay, I'm going to put this closer to the middle, I think, right here. And I'm looking at both sides to kind of get them even. There, that goes down. Oh, I remember playing paper dolls with my younger sister. We used to love them. Had so much fun doing that. And I think that's why I enjoy this so much. All right, and here's the tiger's going to go here. And then I've already stamped my sentiment, which says, "There for you always." And I stamped it using the ink color Evening Evergreen. Okay, so it would tie everything in. And this will go right there. So now I have to make a decision about, do I pop anything up? And what I mean by that is putting the dimensionals behind it. Now if I were to pop this up, then his head's going to be popped up too, see? So that means I would stick his head down on it. And I could do that. All right, so yes, we'll pop it up. I'm going to use my Stampin' Up Dimensionals, which look like this. Just put them on the back. They have a little and peel off the backing. Okay, flip it over. Oh, yeah, I do want it. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I've got to look at it with the tiger. Tiger, I think right there. Okay, put that down. And now what I'm going to do, I'm not going to put dimensional there, but I will put dimensional on his back side here. So just kind of put my finger over the part that I'm not going to put dimensionals on. And here goes the dimensionals. Okay, so we've got 1, 2. You can kind of space these apart. They don't have to be real close. There's 3. And I think I'm going to have to use a smaller one. I have the smaller dimensionals from Stampin' Up here. Okay, let's see. Put one on this leg. There. One on this leg. And I think that looks pretty good. I'm probably going to need it on this other leg also. Okay, so now let's take off the backing. And I did not put it there because I'm going to put glue on his head to stick down on that raised area of where I have the circle. Hey, if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, now's the perfect time, because they have a special where you get more product than you normally would for the $99 sign up. You normally get $125 worth of product and you can choose whatever you want, but now you get $156 worth of product. Okay, I've got it done. Got the glue on his head. And put him down. So I can feel where the dimensionals are stopping his head. There. Okay, I'm gonna leave it. I'm just looking at it. I'm, want to make it perfect, but it's not supposed to be perfect because it's handmade. And that, you guys, is the card. Did I go like crazy long? Let's see. Let me show you the inspiration again. Look, he's so fun. Here's the inspiration card. And this is made by the designers and from Stampin' Up. And here's mine. I used the same pattern for the background. And I think this looks great. So I think somebody would be happy to receive this. And you know what? I have a very special sister I may send this to. Because I'm always there for her. Always. And I always will be. And I hope she's watching or gets to at least watch the replay. Oh, now I've seen some people. Well, looky there. I see Melissa has been making comments. Thank you so much, Melissa. I actually see comments. I wasn't so sure if I would see them today. Yes. Oh, goodness. Yeah, the Stampin' Up bonus just goes through the end of this month. So that's why I jumped on it and was really, really happy. And I got, like I said, I got the 2 bundles and lots of the different papers. And I'm so happy I got these in-color papers. And of course I got the in-color stamps that match. It's just so much fun. So that's my card for today. I'm going to turn you back up. Okay, Melissa, let's see if I can do this. See if you can see me. Now, I'll have my glasses on, so hang on. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Hey, hi. Very nice. See, I worked on this all day yesterday trying to get this camera thing to work, and it actually wasn't too hard of a fix once I, but you know how it is. It's technology. You work with it and work with it, work with it. Finally, I got it. So, yes, I'm so thankful you were here. It's so much fun to see comments. And for those of you, please come back again. I am going to show you a new type of card next Friday. Actually, it's called a book fold, and I've already got the card in front of me that I'm going to make. It's so cool because it's actually looks like a square. It's a book bind is what they call this. But anyhow, and I don't know if I'm going to use this stamp set again. I already made these cards, but I do have another one that's really, really fun. So I may be using something different. It may be the Sweet as a Peach. If you have the catalog, go check it out. Anyhow, thank you for being here. I appreciate you connecting with me. I am so excited to see my friend, and look forward to doing more tutorials for you. So you guys take care. Bye. See you next week. Let's see, I've got to look for my finish. And next Friday, same time, same channel.